What's going on, guys? This is Antari, and here's another interesting and also long battle for you. This time I battle Forgotten Amnesia from the Gandrel of Evil from the SerebuFA chat. And what I want to say at the beginning is that if your opponent is using OU team and you are using NUU team, and if your opponent is playing flawless, there is pretty low chance of winning this on your side. There's important stuff to keep that in mind. Because yeah, he need to make some mistake if you want to win this, and yeah, maybe let's roll this battle. So I lead my team with Delicate, he leads with Hypodon. So first turn I go for T-Wave just to paralyze it and get the advantage of my Normalize ability, which is quite unique. So he set up his rocks, which is good part play of his, because rocks will be pretty annoying for me in this match, as well as the Sandstorm, because the Sandstorm animation makes this battle extremely long, like 10 minutes I guess. So anyway, after that I bring in my Claydol because I know that my Claydol walls him extremely well because it's immune to its stab move. So he decided to lock himself into Rar because I tricked him my Choice Scarf item. And Rar brings out Arcanine, which will suffer hugely from these Stealth Rocks. And next turn I decided to go for Morning Sun because if he stays in and keep using Rar, I still got full HP Arcanine, and if he take a switch, I'll still got my Arcanine at full HP. So yeah. So he decided to stay in and go for Rar again. Rar brings out again my Violent Cat, which is pretty bad because I can't do anything to this Hypodon except from going for Fake Out to deal him some damage. It's still free because he doesn't have leftovers right now. So anyway, after that I go for T-Wave because I know that he will go for Rar, because his basic strategy here is just to see if what Pokemon I got in my team. And yeah, Rar brings out Feraligatr and I go for Ice Punch. Ice and Earth was the key into victory in this battle, as you'll see later. So he ends up getting a Power Hacks, I ends up getting a crit, which is pretty good for me, and now it definitely looks like it to hit KO, so I go for Ice Punch, which is super effective, and this will take down Hypodon, which is like whatever, because it was still pretty useless with Choice Scarf item for him. So the Sandstorm is raging, my Feraligatr is now under half, which isn't that great because of the Life Orb and stuff. So he decided to bring in Latias, and I have no idea right now what type of Latias this is, so I decided to fodder my Delicate as he goes for Draco Meteor, which is definitely one hit KO. And at this point I know that his Latias is Choice Saway, probably a Choice Scarf. So after the two special attack drops, I can easily bring in my Claydol just to get rid of the Stealth Rocks for free. So he decided to take a switch into Scizor as I go for Rapid Spin just to get rid of the rocks. And now I can see that he possesses Scizor and Latias, which is pretty damn bad for me. So I decided to take a switch into Arcanine because after getting rid of this Stealth Rocks, I can bring in it easily. So he goes for U-turn, and I can see Life Orb Recall, so this isn't too good for me because he can change its moves, and also it's pretty damn powerful, but not as powerful as Joyce Bandit's Teaser. So anyway, he decided to bring in his Latias, and that's the basic strategy because he can easily go for U-turn and just keep switching into Latias who can sweep the rest of my team. So I take a switch into my Feraligatr, predicting some kind of water type moves maybe, or something like that. So I can see that he locked himself into Surf, so I bring in my Lappy just to get the advantage of the Water Absorb ability, which works out perfectly because he wasn't expecting that. He haven't seen my Lapras earlier, so after that I decided to go for Hydro Pump and it misses. I was predicting here a switch into Scizor, so I guess Choice Spet's Hydro Pump will probably kill it. But after that I decided to take a switch to Feraligatr, seeing that he brings in his Cradily, and Cradily in Sandstorm is extremely powerful because of this special defense boost for rock types. So I decided to go for Earthquake, predicting his switch into Scizor, and this turns out to be extremely epic prediction part of mine because he brings in his Heatran, which is 4 times weak against Earthquake, and this is definitely one hit KO. So it's a huge friend gun just like that, and yeah, it's pretty amazing. So after that is a double down because of the Life Orb Recall, but I don't fucking care because my Feraligatr is still down because of the Toxic and stuff. So after that he brings in Breloom, and at this point I knew I already lost because there's not much I can do. His Breloom will probably outspeed everything except from the Arcanine. So yeah, I need to put something to sleep, so I put my Cladle to the sleep, and now he will activate its Toxic Orb. This is not good for me because now he'll purely go for a substitute just to set up and then go for some sort of Focus Punch or something like that. So I bring in my Arcanine just to get this thing eliminated, and yeah, probably his Breloom will not maybe outspeed my Arcanine, but he can, you know, just keep substituting and stall me a bit. And yeah, so anyway, I break its sub with Fire Blast, and he goes for Focus Punch, which will do a surprisingly big amount of damage, despite, you know, this Breloom was intimidated earlier. So anyway, after that, my Arcanine will again suffer because of the Sandstorm, and I get some HP back with Leftovers. And he decided to take a switch into Cradle. I go for a Fire Blast, and Cradle is still grass, but half rock, so it's not very effective. Or maybe not very effective, but neutral. And yeah, it still do crap damage because of this special defense boost for rock types in Sandstorm. So I decided to go for Morning Sun for some random reason. I have no idea why. I didn't forget because this battle took like 1 week ago. So he goes for Earthquake, and this will not do as much as I thought. So I decided to probably take a switch. I have no idea. Maybe let's see. Yeah, I take a switch into Torterra because he haven't seen this Pokemon yet, and he goes for Toxic, which is good because I don't care if my Torterra is toxic. So after that I decided to go for Earthquake because probably my Torterra will outspeed his Cradily, and you know, it's still Cradily is still a half rock, so this will do decent damage, and Earthquake is stopped. And as I go for Earthquake, he goes for Stockpile, which kind of makes me worry because now his Cradily can easily go for Recover just to get all those HP back. So I decided to go for Woodhammer and screw everything because Woodhammer is more powerful than Earthquake, and this is a one-hit KO. So I guess I get you know, maximum damage here because with Stockpile he will probably survive that, but oh well. So anyway, there's a huge threat gun just like that, and my Torterra is epic and powerful as hell. So I decided just to photo it and see what he will lock himself into. And his Latias decided to lock himself into Surf, and at this point I know I can easily bring in my Lappy just to get the advantage of water absorbability. And after that, he decided to bring in Scissor. I go for Thunderbolt because I know that it can hit everything in his team, because all he has left is his Latias, yeah, Scissor and Breloom. So as he brings in his Scissor, I go for my Arcanine just to get this thing eliminated. He goes for U-turn, and after that it's kind of obvious that he will bring in his Latias and purely revenge kill my Arcanine. So yeah, the score of this match is pretty obvious. He just could go for U-turn, keep tapping U-turn with Scissor, and then bringing in his Latias and killing everything with Draco Meteor and stuff. But he decided to go for Thunderbolt, predicting my switch into Latias, and this will obviously one-hit KO my Arcanine. So after that I bring in my Lappy because I know that Thunderbolt isn't gonna able to take my Lapras with just one hit. So as I was right, and I go for Ice Beam because it's a super effective move, and this will obviously one-hit KO Latias. But after that, all I have left is my Claydol, which is asleep, and my Lapras. None of my Pokemon can outspeed his Breloom, so he decided to bring in it. And after that, he'll go for a Seed Bomb. It's a super effective move. This will take down my Lapras, oh not Latias, my Lappy. And after that, all I have left is just my Claydol. So, and it's still asleep. I haven't take it even one turn of sleep, so he can just easily go for a substitute. This is a safe part play of his, kind of good. And after that he would just go for a Seed Bomb, which is, you know, super effective, and it looks like definitely to hit KO. So I decided to run because there's not much to see here, just the Sandstorm animations and Leftovers and stuff, and yeah. So anyway, that was a good game. Forgotten Amnesia. Comment, like, subscribe, guys. Hope you like this battle, and yeah, see you guys later in next battle. Bye.